and threatening the future of our species.
Where have you come from?
Wellwyn Garden City.
Wellwyn Garden City.
So stay vigilant. Watch Ted and Alice.
Stop right there!
Stephen Tompkinson and Dawn French star in a 21st century fantasy. Starts Thursday, 4th of April on BBC One.
Barefaced lies on BBC One in half an hour with our new quiz show, The Enemy Within. First though, anyone for breakfast?
Good morning, bargain hunters, and welcome to the historic Haddon Hall in Derbyshire. I'm in the kitchens, and in the 14th century, if you worked in a kitchen like this, it was considered a cushy little number. And by the way, only men worked down here. No ladies were allowed in the kitchen in the 14th century. Don't write in and tell me. My researcher Liz has given me this information. Now, before we go to the Kedleston Fair, I've promised to cook breakfast for the crew. I can hear you. Being a presenter isn't all that it's cracked up to be. I'll see you down there. Kedleston Fair is situated in the grounds of Kedleston Hall, with its beautiful park and gardens. So when you've spent all your cash, you can enjoy the views. Now, you regular bargain hunters have heard the rules many times before, but if you haven't seen the show before, it's dead simple. I'm going to give £200 to each team, just 1 hour to get out into the fair and find us some bargains. They need to choose very carefully, because whatever they buy goes into a real live auction in a week's time. The good news is, if they make a profit, they get to keep it. There are 2 experts on hand. They will advise them. Come on, bargain hunters. Let's hope they get some bargains. And biker Philip Serrell will be like a bat out of hell to ensure his red team gets the best bargains. Get up, Phil. Are 2 heads better than 1? James Braxton thinks so when it comes to finding the cheapest buys. Competitive lot, these auctioneers. I want to introduce you to an all-girls team this morning. First of all, let's meet the red team. It is Pat and Linda. Good morning to you girls.
Good morning, David.
What's that accent I hear?
I'm from Edinburgh, north of the border.
Lovely part of the world. We've got lots of fans up there, and they always treat us marvellous when we go across the border. Tell me something about yourself.
Well, I work as an assistant control in a petrol station.
What does that mean?
I'm in charge.
So you're in charge?
Yep.
Will you be in charge today?
Oh, I hope so.
OK. Now, Pat, tell me something about yourself.
I'm a housewife. I've known Linda for about 25 years. I like to read Dick Francis, and I collect drinks miniatures.
Now, a little bird tells me that you were on Mastermind.
Yes.
True?
Absolutely.
What was your subject?
Henry VIII and his 6 wives.
How did you do in the heat?
I came 3rd out of 4.
3rd out of 4th. You're going to have to do better than that today.
I'm going to do better than that.
OK. You seem very confident.
Oh, yes.
That's what we've been waiting for on Bargain Hunt. Now, what will you be looking for today?
Well, I'm going to look for something that I think is going to appeal to you, David, and that's bound to make a profit.
They know how to curry favour, these girls. She's definitely a winner, isn't she? OK, now what will you be looking for?
I think I'm going to be looking for some Ditchfield glass.
You know I like it.
Yes.
I think it's great, but has it gone up too much already? Will there be a profit still left? We'll see. Girls, enjoy the day.
Thank you.
Get us some bargains.
We will.
Now let's meet the blue team. It's Susan and Christine. Good morning, ladies.
Morning, David.
Can I call you girls?
You can,
Okay.
definitely.
Tell me something about yourselves.
Well, I'm a team trainer at a large supermarket.
Does that mean you're one of those girls that goes out there and motivates the staff?
Make sure they get the job right, David.
Will you get the job right today, though?
We will, yes.
OK, now you've got an unusual collection. Tell our viewers about your collection.
I collect pigs. I have over 700, not real ones.
Of course not. You have 700 in your house.
My ambition is to get to 1,000.
Where do you keep all these pigs?
All over the house.
Now, this is your friend here. Now, tell me what you do for a living.
I work for a building society.
Doling out our money, I hope.
Yes, looking after it for you.
OK. Now, you've got a bit of an unusual hobby as well.
Yeah, I play darts for a local social club.
Are you good at it?
Fairly good.
So, up at the hockey, looking for a bullseye today.
Definitely.
Do you reckon you'll get one?
Yep, we are.
Right. What would you be looking for?
Decorative, useful, wooden.
Okay, get out there and find us some bargains. You both know the rules.
We do.
There's the money there, £200 there, £200 there. Are you up for it today?
Yes, definitely.
Come on, are you confident?
Yes.
We've heard it all before. Off you go. Come on, away you go. What do you think? Are they overconfident or will they bring back any bargains? Oh, we've heard it all before.
Oh, what's this? Unusual item.
An old washboard.
Oh, right. Nice bit of moulded glass here, heavily ribbed. Get all the dirt out. And then the frame, I think this is elm, and possibly sycamore or beech. Uh-oh, what have we got here?
Woodworm.
Some woodworm.
Genuine woodworm.
I hope it is. I'm sure it is. I don't think anybody fakes woodworm on a washboard. And we've got some nice rusty nails there. I think it's quite a nice piece.
Imagine your nan doing the washing with that, can't you?
It's rather fun. Hard work.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Let's find out how much we can buy it for.
Okay.
I like these. I think they're very nice.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yes, they are nice. There's a full set of 8
Why?
because it'd be an 8-drawer chest of drawers. No?
No. What you'd have is 2 short drawers, which would each have 1 knob.
Yeah.
And you've got 3 graduated drawers below that each have 2 knobs on.
I
So you've got 2 short, 3 long, 8 knobs.
I see. I see. They go on a nice light wood, wouldn't they? Something like
I think
pine.
they would enhance a plain chest
Yes.
beautifully.
Yes. Victorian cobalt, it says here, £95. They look very nice, don't they?
They would certainly
What do you
enhance a piece of furniture, wouldn't they?
They would,
bring
wouldn't
it to
they?
life. I mean, if it was very plain.
Yeah, nice light wood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What do you think about the price, Philip?
Well, I think it's a lot of money, really. What's nice about them is that if you look here, there's a registration mark. And it's almost in the form of a kite. And it will tell you the year that it was made. It will also tell you the day and the month of the year and what classification of the good it is. So this is glass, it's 1868. The thing that bothers me about you buying these is that you're really reliant on having 2 people at the auction who want a set of knobs for a chest of drawers. You've got to take a gamble, really. Are 2 people going to be at the sale room?
Well, I like them.
Yeah, well,
I like them. Do you like them?
I do, and I think probably if we undercut a bit, we should.
I think you're going to undercut a lot. What we really want is for there to be a chest of drawers in the sale that hasn't got any knobs.
No, so somebody
and then
can buy the
the
chest of drawers.
lot afterwards, and then we're in business, aren't we?
Yes, I like that.
£95 is too much. Get the price down.
Right. Okay,
All right.
fine. Yes.
You better
yes,
go and
we'll
have a
do
word of the deal, haven't you?
that. Yes,
do that.
Better
All
have.
right.
Yes. Thank you very much.
I've brought you back to the dining room at Haddon Hall, where they used to have some fantastic parties. Just have a look at this. Now, as the evening wore on, the party became more raucous. Gentlemen were handed large flagons of heavy liquor, which they used to down. Now, if you couldn't finish it, there was a penalty. They used to manacle your arm to the wall, open your cuff, and pour the rest down your sleeve. They knew how to live in those days. What a great party.
Oh, Pat, look, I found it.
Me Ditchfield.
Ditchfield, yes. It's a beautiful perfume.
How did you know it was Ditchfield?
Because of the colour and the look and the lustre.
What is it?
It's a perfume atomizer, and it would look so pretty on a dressing table.
Let's have a look. It's a perfume atomizer by John Ditchfield. No grade age at all, as we know. It's iridescent with this sort of almost shiny, purpley ground in there, with bits of gold coming through. And as you turn it in the light, I don't know, can you see the different colours
Yes.
that it's
Yes.
throwing off?
Yes.
How much is it?
£90.
See, I think at £90 you're going to struggle with that.
What do you think if we got a bit less?
I think you need to get it a lot less, otherwise we'll be in bad odour.
I'm sure it won't.
Well, girls, if you're convinced that, I mean, you've got to have the courage of your convictions. I just think you might struggle with it.
Well, I want to go for it.
Yes, so do I.
Yes, right.
The sweet smell of success.
Absolutely. Look,
Look at this. Isn't this absolutely lovely? Look at the patination on that.
No.
Imagine the journeys that has been on.
I don't like
what a
it.
chest. That's gorgeous.
No, I don't like it.
£125.
25, that's such a lot.
No,
You've
come
got-
on. Yeah, look at it. And it's got character.
Yeah, character or patina. I like it. It's a really nice Victorian pine trunk. The nice thing about it is it hasn't been stripped. It's still got this original red stain on it. And I love this thing in this rather nice drawer here with the pottery handles. I think it's a very nice piece. And the good thing about it is they are used, because we saw one earlier and it had straps over
That's
it.
right.
You can't put a television on it. People use these, put TVs on them, or to use as a coffee
I'd
table.
have that in my house as a coffee table.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's
I
great.
would. It's lovely.
It's up to you. I don't really like it, but
This can be my piece.
I think if you got it for under 100, you'd be doing all right.
Lovely. Hiya.
what's the best price on the chest?
Well, I've got 125 on it.
No, I'm afraid we're on a really tight budget and we need it less than that.
95.
Will we make a profit on that?
You double your money. Yeah, I ring. Serious.
3 against 1. We've got to buy it now.
Okay. Take your words for it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now, to you young people out there, when you see a screen like this, you must think it's a bit of a joke. But in the early 50s, when I was a lad, this was prized. A 9-inch television, you had to be dead posh to own one of those. The whole street used to gather round the house and peer through the window in amazement. There was no surround sound, high-tech DVD. Tell you what, makes you feel old, doesn't it?
I don't know where Philip's got to. Here he is, look at him. Come on, Philip, come on, this is not time for lying down. We've got to get some bargains. Work, Philip, work.
Look at this. Imagine this on the terraces of St Andrews.
Why,
Come on, you blues.
That's a great
at
item,
that.
isn't it? I see. I think probably predates the football terraces and is commonly known as a rook scarer. So some poor lad would have been sent out into the field to get all the birds off the newly sown wheat or barley.
I'd rather take it down the football. Paint it blue and white. Look great.
It's great fun, but what's next door to it? Here we are. This is a rather good item. Wonder what this is.
Plane.
A plough plane?
Yeah.
Yeah, so really good woodworking tool. And I think this illustrates what it does. Look, this fabulous, this is the guide. So it'd run along the piece of timber like that. And here is an illustration of what fabulous mouldings you would get out of this plane. On the end grain here, we've got the maker's name, Mr. D. Kurtman. Name I'm not familiar with, but it's nice that he's put his name to it, so he's proud of his work. And these do have a market, generally not for woodworking now, because we have all these amazing electronic routers and things.
But I like it. I think it's nice.
I don't even know what it is, and you want to spend £45 on it.
Yeah, I think it's something that people will buy, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it will. It's an unusual item. I think we could do well.
Let's find out how much we can get it for.
Okay.
Let's go.
They're interesting, these. And I bought my daughter one of these when she was about 2 months old, and I think they make great little presents for children. As you so rightly said, if we turn it over, we can see here that there's a stretcher missing.
Yeah.
And if we have a close look here, can you see this bit of fresh glue here?
Yeah,
There's a chance that the legs may have been replaced at some time, but I would think it was some time ago. It's made out of elm and beech, horseshoe back, and if you can imagine over the years, little bottoms wriggling around on there.
Cute, yeah.
And it's just worn it away here, and this had to be tipped on, so this leg's worn away on the stone floor probably. I would hope if we can get it for 30 that it might show you a profit. It's going to appeal to two sorts of people really. Perhaps a doll collector, or someone who wants to buy it for their grandchild or their whatever to sit in. But it's a pretty little thing anyway, and any house can house it, can't it?
Yes, yes.
So what do you reckon?
I think we should go for it, don't you?
You go for it?
Yes,
Right, let's go have a deal then.
Thank you.
So the musical blues spent their pennies on a skiffleboard, I mean a washboard, for £5. A large box to put James in when it doesn't make any money. And an old-fashioned router that's a plane to you and me for £35. The Reds are hoping to find a chest at the sale with no handles. They bought a Ditchfield perfume spray. Is Joan watching? and Philip's favourite, a nice bit of wood to sit on. I'm on my way to Biddle and Webb, the auctioneers in Birmingham, to see if our contestants can make any money today. You know, bargain hunters, we desperately need a winner. Fingers crossed. We're at Biddle and Webb, the auctioneers in Birmingham this morning, and this gentleman here is Jeremy Thornton, who is the auctioneer here. Good morning to you, Jeremy.
Morning, David.
Now, the first contestants is the red team. It is Pat and Linda. Expert on the day was Philip Serrell. Their first choice was this Ditchfield piece of glass. Lovely quality accessories. I did feel that at £80 they may have overspent on this. But you have said £20 to £30. What are you playing at, Jeremy?
We were feeling a bit depressed on that day. I think it's just a little bit modern sitting in an antique sale. It's an attractive piece. Its day will come, but I see it as I have to say I see it as a loser, I'm afraid.
That would sit very nicely on a certain film star's table. There's been no telephone calls from London or from Hollywood?
Not as yet. Fingers crossed, though.
Perhaps Joan hasn't heard about it yet. Joan, it's here. The sale's tomorrow. OK, the next lot, I thought these were interesting. A set of 8 Bristol blue drawer knobs. Nice set of 8. Is there a restorer that comes in here that might want to put those on a nice chest of drawers?
These would be ideal to go on a pine chest, Victorian chest, just to make it a little bit smarter. Clearly, if there were door handles, they'd be worth a lot of money.
Yes.
As they are, I think probably won't be a winner today on this, but we'll see.
OK,
we'll see.
Fingers crossed. They're a nice item, and they would make a piece of furniture. Now, the next lot, the child's chair, turn of the century, 35 quid. Give me your thoughts on that, Jeremy.
Child's chairs do sell, hence 30 to 50. But if you look at it, there's too much fresh glue around the place.
Yes.
I think it's going to struggle to see the 35.
Sorry about that, Phil. We think that's not your usual rustic look. Right, now the next team is Susan and Christine. They're the blue team. James Braxton was their expert on the day. Now, I like this, and what we've got here is a plane, probably early 19th century. That's the moulding that this plane can produce. It's got a nice mark on the side of possibly the owner, initial D. Kirkman. At £35, is there someone in this area that will give a profit on that?
I mean, there are specific collectors of craftsman's tools. I think it stands a sporting chance. Look fine on a sideboard, a conversation piece. There might be some profit in there.
OK.
We'll see.
I'd like to think so as well, but we'll see on the day. Now, the next item is the pine chest, the blanket chest. It's fairly original. There's a nice pot handle inside. But at 95 quid, I think that was just a little bit over the odds. You've said 60 to 80 pounds. Tell me what you think about that.
I think you said all the right things. The handles are fine, original lock. As you say, it's not being worked upon.
No.
It's reasonable enough. It's got nothing not to like about it, apart from the £95 price.
I quite agree with you. I would have thought that 60 to 80 sounds pretty realistic, but you never know on the day, do you? Now, the last piece is the Victorian glass panel washboard. Every home should have one.
Absolutely.
5 quid, it's got to be cheap as chips. Come on, tell me about that.
I think you're right. If you want to go to buy a piece like that, buy it at the right price. £5. There's got to be somebody in our room tomorrow who's going to pay £10 or £15 for that. It's going to hang on somebody's Victorian little house around Birmingham. There's profit in that, has to be.
Well, you've heard it from the auctioneer's mouth. I feel the same as well. At a fiver, there's got to be a good profit for a bit of social history. I notice at the back here, you've got some very interesting pieces of metal. You know, to be a success in this business, you've got to have an eye for the quirky, for the unusual, for the different. I opened my eyes and I spotted that across the sale room. And I thought, that looks like a corker. It's described as being late Georgian, early 19th century, brass and copper watering can. I thought, wow, that's different, that's smart, that's interesting. Now, I've had a look at it and I've investigated thoroughly. And inside, when you can get the lid off, ooh, what's got me a little bit puzzled is there are soldering marks on either side of this handle, and also there's a lot of soldering marks around this fabulous spout. Now, it was the spout in the first place that caught my eye. That's got me thinking, did this start life as a late Georgian watering can, or maybe was it a bucket that's been converted? Now, the estimate is 60 to 80 pounds. I still think it's no money, and I think it's well worth a punt.
50 pounds here and I'll sell it. Showing here on my right hand side here, it's on 50 pounds.
Pat and Linda, good morning, girls.
Hi.
How are you feeling? Bit confident?
A bit nervous.
Bit nervous?
Yeah.
Nothing to be nervous about. What do you think, ladies? Would you change any of these pieces?
No.
You confident?
Yes.
She's confident, isn't it? What about you?
We've got to be, haven't we?
You've got to be.
Absolutely.
Well, let's see. Here's the lots coming up now.
20th Century Ditchfield perfume atomizer. Can you start me at, say, 30 pounds? Are we saying 20 then? 20 pounds,
20
yes.
pounds over
22,
there.
25, 28, 30, 32,
That's better.
25, 32 pounds isn't 32 pounds it goes.
32 pounds over there.
Okay.
I tell you what, that's a cheap
That
lot, you
is,
know.
yeah.
That is a beautiful thing, 32
I would have paid
pounds.
more for it.
76, 8 Bristol blue glass doorknob, showing on my left-hand side here. Like to start me, say, 30 pounds for these. I have to tempt you in at 20 then. Surely worth 20
Struggling,
pounds.
they're worth more than that.
Yeah.
20 I have, thank you. May I go 22? It's 20 pounds, 20 pounds you'll have to be. 22's in. 25, 28. It'll be 25 pounds and I'll sell at 25.
25 pounds, a loss of 35, that's 75, 75, 83, minus
78.
minus 83, and they're all nice things, you know.
There we go.
Here's the child's chair.
Are we going to start at this one at 20 pounds? 20 pounds I have. May I go 22, 22, 25, 28? No, 28? 25 pounds it has to be at 25 pounds. 28 you're in.
28 in the room.
30, 32 sir, 35, 38. 38 says no, so it's 35 pounds.
35 pounds cost price.
35 pounds it is. It goes in the room at 35 pounds. 35.
35 pounds at cost price. Still, I'm afraid, ladies, a small loss of 83 pounds. And strangely enough, the pieces that you chose were quality pieces. Remember lot 400, which was the late Georgian watering can? Interesting lot, it caught my eye. I don't think it's quite right, but at 65 to 80 quid, it's still well worth a punt. Let's see what it makes.
400, a good 19th century copper watering can. There we go, you must start me at 70, 75 pounds. Can we go 80? 80 there, 85, 90, 95, 100, 15.
Going for it, aren't we?
100 pounds is there, at 100 pounds it goes, at 100 pounds to see 15 anywhere else before it goes at 100 pounds on my right hand side.
£100, a good price, still worth a punt, very decorative and very unusual. Good morning, Susan.
Morning.
Good morning, Christine. Are you confident, you two young ladies?
Yes.
Okay. Would you buy these things all over again if you had the chance?
Yes, definitely.
Is there anything there you'd reject again if I said to you, I'm going to give you another chance to spend your money?
No.
Right?
No.
I like to hear that.
No.
Both girls are confident. Both girls wouldn't change their pieces. Here's our lots coming up now. Now the first lot is the plate.
Shall we say 20 pounds for this?
More.
20? 20 pounds I have, thank you. May I go 22?
She might need a collector.
I have to take it at 20 pounds, it's here to go. Do I see 22 or else?
Come on, it's worth a bit more.
22 you're in, 22 you're in, 24, 26, 26, 28.
It's creeping.
We'll go at 26 pounds and we'll sell at 26 pounds. I see 28 or else? Has to go, it will sell at 26 pounds.
£26, a loss of 9. I thought it might be a tad expensive, but it's a quality item. Here's the next
A
one.
late 19th century stained pine blanket box. Down here, quite a nice looking example. Start me at £60 for this. I'll take £40. I have a commission bid at 40 and I'll take it. 45, the 50, 52, 55, 58, 58, 60, £58.
I thought about £60. 95, just a little bit too expensive.
58 it is, and at £58 it sells on my right-hand side. 58 it is.
So 58, ladies, 58, 60, that's £37 down.
Oh no!
37 and 9 is 46. 46 and the washboard.
Showing on my left-hand side here. Start me 10 for this, please. Must be worth £10. 10 I have.
Straight into the profit, £10.
12, 15, 18, 20, 22, 24.
They like this.
£22 it is, and £22 I'll sell in the distance. Do I see 24 anywhere else? Sell at 22 it is, and at £22 it's yours at £22.
£22, £22 for the washboard. What a great price. Now I make that £46 loss on the first two pieces. 22, I make that a total loss of £29. Didn't the washboard do well? A disappointing result on the Ditchfield. If Joan bought it, she really got a bargain. Sadly, the Knobs lost £35. And Singing the Blues, not a bad return on the washboard. It gained 17 quid. Well, there's been mixed fortunes here at Biddle and Webbs, and I have to tell you that both teams have lost a little money today, but they've been fabulous teams, and in some ways I don't think they did deserve to lose. Now, Pat and Linda have been great contestants. The Ditchfield Glass lost a packet of money, and I cannot understand why. Maybe that Hollywood star couldn't get through on the phone lines. Who knows? Have you enjoyed the day?
Absolutely.
Yes. I'll tell you what, they've been great contestants. They've smiled from the word go right to the end. Congratulations on the day. I don't care if you lost or not. You've been fantastic contestants. Now, on this side, it's young Susan and Christine, the blue team. We've had a real good laugh. They lost £29, but it still makes them today's winners. The pie and chest always look like a loser. But what about the washboard? I tell you what a fantastic profit. And they say skiffle is dead. I know there's going to be a revival just round the corner. See you next time. Bye for now. I think you all did fantastically well, and I think you were very, very unlucky. If you want to be a contestant, our address is Bargain Hunt, P.O. Box 229, Bristol, BS 997JN, or visit our website.